ध्रुव जैसे निश्चयी सत्याग्रही प्रहलाद से दुर्दम्य सारे संकटों में अग्निपथ पर भी खिले। सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले।
थोड़ा ध्यान लगा, थोड़ा ध्यान लगा रे गुरुवर दौड़े चले आएंगे। थोड़ा ध्यान लगा, थोड़ा ध्यान लगा रे गुरुवर दौड़े चले आएंगे। तुझे गले से लगाएंगे। थोड़ा ध्यान लगा, थोड़ा ध्यान लगा रे गुरुवर दौड़े चले आएंगे। थोड़ा ध्यान लगा, थोड़ा ध्यान लगा रे गुरुवर दौड़े चले आएंगे। तुझे गले से लगाएंगे। अखियां मन की खोल, अखियां मन की खोल, तुझको दर्शन वो कराएंगे। अखियां मन की खोल, अखियां मन की खोल, तुझको दर्शन वो कराएंगे। तुझे गले से लगाएंगे। थोड़ा ध्यान लगा, थोड़ा ध्यान लगा रे गुरुवर दौड़े चले आएंगे। थोड़ा ध्यान लगा। थोड़ा ध्यान लगा, थोड़ा ध्यान लगा। गुर हमरे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी के। रमण बिहारी के ठाकुर हमरे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी के। ठाकुर हमरे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी के। साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा, साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा।
रम है रमण बिहारी की।
भाग हमारे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी के।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी की।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी के।
साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा,
साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा,
साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा।
साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा।
कामन दुनियादारी से,
कामन दुनियादारी से,
कामन दुनियादारी से।
कामन दुनियादारी से।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी के।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी के।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी के।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी के।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी, हम है रमण बिहारी के।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी। बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीसति लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरतई सम भाई। सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेली मुख माही जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज संहारो आपे तीनों लोक हाँकते कांपे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा है पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरना मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी। बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर। राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतई सम भाई। सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर है सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेली मुख माही जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज संहारो तीनों लोक हाँकते कांपे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा है, पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय।
सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकम्।
Jai Sri Krishna. Let me bow down to all our gurus before the start of the function. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. A warm welcome to all the sadhak who have joined Gita Parivar for learning to recite Bhagavad Gita flawlessly. Today, you're all here for the vivechan of first part of 7th chapter, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. It is time for prayer. Before we start the session, prayer is considered to be an integral part of our culture, and it's an expression of our devotion. And today, Lalita Gudaji from Kurnool is going to recite Prarthana at the start of the session. Didi is a homemaker who loves to recite and teach shlokas. She is involved with Bala Sanskar Kendra. Didi is a postgraduate in English and Sanskritam. And yeah, Lalita Didi joined Gita Parivar in October 2022 and is a co-trainer in L3. She is a B.Ed 2. That's what I wanted to say. I have written it wrongly. That's why I couldn't pronounce it. So she's a B.Ed. She's double graduate, and that too in English and Sanskritam. Great, Didi. Yeah. Let's invoke the blessings of Lord Krishna. Didi, please.
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। जय श्री कृष्ण।
Thank you, Didi, for that devotional prayer. Now it's time for Deepa Prajwalan. Deepa Jyoti Para Brahma. Deepa Sarva Tamopaha. Deepena Sadhyate Sarvam. Sandhya Deepo Namostute. I prostrate to the dusk lamp, whose light is a knowledge principle, the Supreme Lord, which removes the darkness of ignorance and by which all can be achieved in life. Thus, this custom contains a wealth of intellectual and spiritual meaning. May I request Rajani Venkatramanji to do Deepa Prajwalan. Didi has a doctorate and was a teacher in CBSE school for 20 years. Didi is from Raipur, Chhattisgarh, joined Gita Parivar in March 2021 and is co-trainer in all levels. Rajani Didi, please.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you, Didi, for a devotional and beautiful Deepa Prajwalan. I would like to inform all the participants that you may ask questions once the session is over. Please raise your hands only after the session is over. Now it's time for the most anticipated part of the session. Our speaker for the day is Gita Pravina, Gita Vrati, Vedanta Acharya, Rupal Shukla ji. She is the disciple of Param Pujya Swami Guru Govinda Giridev ji Maharaj and has been with Gita Parivar for the last more than 10 years. That's from a very young age. She is one of the program coordinators of online Gita classes. Rupal Didi is leading the literature team and volunteers various responsibilities. Didi has won several prizes on Vakyarthas and Vedanta on a national level. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome you, Rupal Didi, for the second interpretation session of the, interpretation session of, I forgot.
Seventh chapter, first.
First interpretation session of 7th chapter. I'm really sorry for the mistake. Welcome, Didi.
Yeah. Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Let's start today's session with a prayer. Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam. Jai Shri Krishna. Today we are here to know the meaning of 7th chapter, that is Jnana Vijnana Yoga. With the Lord's grace, many saints' blessings and the Punya karmas done by us in this birth and in previous births, we have got this opportunity to learn Gita, to spread this knowledge of Gita and walk on this Gita path. We have already seen earlier chapters learned in level 3, 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Now we are on 6th chapter. In Bhagavad Gita, there are actually 3 shatka, we say 3 parts. All the 18 chapters are divided in 3 parts. That is called shatka. So there are 3 shatka, Pratham, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Shatka. Shatka means 6 chapter, the bunch of 6 chapter. So there is, for Pratham Shatka is from 1st chapter to 6th chapter. Dvitiya Shatka is from 7th chapter to 12th chapter. Then comes Tritiya Shatka, that is from 13th chapter to 18th chapter. So today we are very lucky, we are fortunate that we are starting second phase of Bhagavad Gita. Second Shatka, Dvitiya Shatka from 7th chapter. In Pratham Shatka, many times we think in Bhagavad Gita that so many things are repeated by the Lord. But that is not actually repeated, because so many saints said that Bhagavad Gita has been completed by the Lord in 6th chapter. So from 1st to 6th, it is actual Bhagavad Gita, because whatever Arjuna asked, whatever Lord has to say, he already said. So why he is starting 7th chapter? So 7th chapter is the description of 1st to 6th chapters. Lord completed Bhagavad Gita in 6 chapters. Then from 7th chapter, actually the best speaker is, whenever some speaker is speaking, as I am speaking here, so I will be looking at everyone's faces. They have understood or not. If they have understood, okay, I will get that with their expressions. If they have not understood that, so what I will do? I will explain that more, to let them understand the thing, let them understand the concept, what I want to convey. So, Lord is the best speaker, we all know, best best Vakta. So, what he did, he started telling Gita from the 2nd chapter, 11th shloka, and he looked at Arjuna after completing 6th chapter, Atma Sanyama Yoga. But Arjuna seemed some confused. He was confused that I didn't get completely. Lord guessed that. So what he did? He started explaining the concept now from 7th chapter. So 1st to 6th chapter is complete Gita. Then 7th to 12th chapter is another a description of that. Then from 13th chapter again the more explanation about the same topics. Lord is explaining the same thing. So why these 3 parts? So this is called in Shastras Adhikari Bhedat. Adhikari means we all are. Actually, in Shastra Adhikaris, Vedanta Adhikaris, there is a description given in Vedanta Sara who's Adhikari. So, there is a long mantra. I will just say for your knowledge. Adhikari tu vidivadadhita veda vedangatvena patato dhigatakhila vedarthosmin janmani janmantareva kamya nishuddhavarjana purassaram nityanaimittika prayashchittopasana anushtanena nirgata nikhila kalmashataya nitanta nirmala swanta sadhan chatushtaya sampannah pramata. So now, if we will go in this long description, we will think that we can never become Adhikari. Because who is Adhikari of Vedanta? Who is Adhikari to Vidhivad, Adhita, Veda, Vedanta, who has already completed very well all the 4 Vedas, the Shad Vedangas, all the Shad Darshanas, that person is Adhikari. So Adhikari Vidhivad, Adhita, Veda, Vedangatvena, Patato Dhigatakhila Vedarthosmin Janmani Janvantare, in this birth or in previous births. That doesn't matter. Okay, you have completed. I studied Vedanta. So was I Adhikari or not? So I will just think that I must have studied all the Vedas and Vedangas in previous birth, because I got the opportunity to learn the Vedanta. Not in this birth, but maybe in previous birth. So that is Adhikari, who has studied Veda, who has studied Vedanga vidhivat. Not just like that, I studied, okay. Vidhivat. Very well, very nicely completed that perfectly. So that is Adhikari. Kamya nishuddha varjana purassaram nitya naimittika prayashchittopasana anushthanen. Like that, who follows the kamya karma, nishuddha karma, vidhi karma. So all these types also, which are told in Vedas. So I am following, okay, Prashchitta karma, Upasana karma, Kamya karma, Nitya karma, Naimitya karma. I am doing all of this. So that person, that Pramata, who has this knowledge, Prama means the correct knowledge. So who's Pramata? Who has the correct knowledge of all of that. So that person is Pramata, and that Pramata is Adhikari for Vedanta. That is told in that Lakshana of Adhikari. So here, Adhika, when I say Adhikari Bheda, these three Shatka. So Adhikari Bheda means, okay, starting beginning point, first to sixth chapter, completed Gita. Now I want to know more. I am more jigyasu. I am more curious. So 7 to 12 chapter is for me. No, I want to know a little more again. So another explanation from 13 chapter to 18 chapter. I'll be going in more detail. So there is no repetition in Bhagavad Gita. I may think that there is a repetition of so many concepts, but that is not actually repetition. That is the description of the same thing explained by the Lord earlier in earlier chapters. So that is the description of that. That's why in 18th chapter you see, in 17th chapter, Lord explained three gunas. In starting chapters, Guna Guneshu Vartanta iti Matvana Sajjate. Three guna, there are three gunas. Lord just given a hint in starting chapters. But he explained all these three gunas in 14th chapter, Guna Trayvibhaga Yoga. So 14th chapter is the description of that. He explained Shraddha, Shraddha is of three types. But he explained Shraddha in 17th chapter, Shraddha Trayvibhaga Yoga. He explained what is sannyasa, what is moksha, everything. But he given the hint in the starting chapters. But he explained in 18th chapter moksha, sannyasa, yoga. So he is explaining everything in those chapters. He explained Jiva and Paramatma, but he explained in detail in 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetragya Vibhaga Yoga. So all these chapters, all the ending chapters are the description. He has elaborated all these topics which he has explained earlier. He has just given the hint, but now he is explaining. So 7th chapter is the second explanation. He is starting the explanation of the concepts he has described from first chapter to 6th chapter. So there are three Shatka, Pratham, Dvitiya, Tritiya. So first Shatka meant for why he recited Gita, he told in these 6 chapters, the reason. And then from 7th chapter to 12th chapter, it is appendix for that. So we should have the knowledge of all these things. So jnana. Now I have the concept, but that should come in my brain. Jnana. And then from brain, that should come in my hands. Karma. So third shatka is for knowing karma. Second shatka is for knowing jnana. So we are starting second phase from 7th chapter. So let's see the gist of starting 6th chapter. First chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Arjuna explained his query. I am doubtful. I don't wanna go for this war. I don't wanna fight with my family members. I just love them. So he started crying. Gandivam samsate hastat tvapchaiva paridahyate na cha shaknomyavasthatum bhramativa cha me manaha na cha shaknomi avasthatum. I'm not able to stand Krishna. Brahmativa chami manaha. How Arjuna is explaining his depression level, we can guess with these shlokas. So, in first chapter, Arjuna Vishada Yoga, then second chapter, Sankhya Yoga, one of the toughest chapters of Bhagavad Gita to understand. So, second chapter is Sankhya Yoga. Third chapter is now, Sankhya is, we can say, the synonym of Jnana Yoga. So, second chapter is Jnana Yoga. Then third chapter, Lord says Karma Yoga. Now, you should not just have the knowledge of something. You should follow that in your karma also. Because we are listening so many things. We are listening Gita also. We are reading Gita. We are listening so many good quotes from since our childhood. But we are not following that. Some of us are following also. But we should have all these good things in karma. That's why third chapter is Karma Yoga. Then comes fourth chapter. Fourth chapter is Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Now Lord is telling, okay, I should know the karma. I should know how to do the karma. But in fourth chapter, he is telling, after knowing also, you should know how to renounce that. Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. We should know the sannyasa also, not just doing. We should know the renunciation of something also. Renounce the thing. So Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. But again, fifth chapter comes. Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Now Lord removed Jnana. Lord want to tell us that you should keep Jnana. You should just renounce karma, not the knowledge. Knowledge is not for renunciation. Karma is only. When we have understood that, when we have got that state, when we are on that state, then we should leave karma, but we should keep jnana. We should keep jnana. We should keep knowledge with us. I am knowledgeable, but that is not aham gyata, not like that. Now I know that Paramatma. I know the difference between Jiva and Paramatma, and I know they both are same. That knowledge we should keep, but leaving that karma at one level after being sannyasi, after being that, getting that state. Not leaving karma before, because what is our problem is, what is human's problem? We leave the karma, with the good karma first. Sattvic karma I will be leaving. Okay, we should not do the karma. Karma sannyasa Lord has told. So I will not be doing it. I will not be worshipping. I will leave karma first. But that is not the good thing. I will be watching TV. I will be walking. I will be traveling. I will be doing everything. But I will leave worshipping. Why? I will leave the upvasas. Because karma sannyasa. So what we are doing, we are leaving the sattvic karma first, but we are keeping the rajasic and tamasic karma because that suits our vritti. Our vritti is rajasika. Maybe some people are here, maybe sattvika, but I am rajasika, I can say. Yeah, I am sitting here speaking in front of you and doing all the Learn Gita programs work. So that is rajasic pravritti. Some movement is there. So that is Rajasika. When I love worshipping, bhajan, kirtana, japa, so that is Sattvic vritti. When I love sleeping in this winter season, we don't get up earlier because we love sleep. I don't want to go for bath because it is cold. So that is Tamasic vritti. So this is Lord told Karma Sannyasa Yoga in 5th chapter. Then in 6th chapter, Atma Sanyama Yoga. Now we should know Karma Sannyasa, you should leave karma. But Atma Sanyama Yoga, what to leave and what not to leave. What you should keep and what you should leave. Which karma we should renounce and which karma we should not. That is stored in Atma Sanyama Yoga. That's why Atma Sanyama Yoga is also called Dhyana Yoga. How to perform dhyana. That is in 6th chapter, Atma Sanyam Yoga. In 7th chapter, we are starting Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Let's see from the first shloka because otherwise we will be going further, more and more. 7th chapter, first chapter. Now, Lord thought that, okay, Arjuna is confused. He wants to know more. Let's start. So in 6th chapter, in last two verses, 46th verse and 47th verse, he told, Tapasvibhyodhiko yogi jnanibhyopi matodhikaha karmibhyaschaadhiko yogi tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. So that tasmad yogi bhavarjuna is also the Dhyeya Vakya, the mission statement of our Learn Gita. Tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. In Learn Gita logo you must have seen. So here Lord told to become yogi. And in 47th verse, he again told the person who is yogi is yoginam api sarvesham. In all the yogis also, yoginam api sarvesham madgate nantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yuktatamo mataha, who's worshipping me with full faith. That person is Same yukta tamomata, that becomes, that get observed in me only. Lord said that. Now Arjuna is thinking, who's worshipping Lord with full faith, that Lord loves them so much. That's why they are absorbed in Lord. So what is yogi? Arjuna is confused. Arjuna is thinking, Tasmad yogi bhavarjuna, Lord has told. So yogi must be some very big thing. Being yogi, being means he's thinking, he's imagining that something very big. But he's not getting that he himself is yogi. Yoga is what? Yoga is, if you are karma yogi, then also you are yogi. If you are jnana yogi, then also you are yogi. If you are bhakti yogi, then also you are yogi. If you are dhyana yogi, then also you are yogi. And in Ayurveda, there are Ashtanga Hridayam. Ashtanga yoga is being explained, is also explained there. So Ashtanga yoga, yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. What we do, we first do dhyana. Then we go further on pratyahara dharana. But this sequence is not proper. In our sequence, in Ashtanga yoga, sequence is yama. Yama is first, which we are not even touching after dhyana, pratyahara, dharana also. Yama is first. Yama, niyama, control of all the senses. Yama, niyama. There are 8 types in yama, and niyama, shaucha, santosha, tapasva, adhyayeshwara, pranidhan. It is niyama. So niyama, yama, niyama, asana, sukham asanam, pranayama, then comes pratyahar, then comes dharana, then comes dhyana. Dhyana is the nearest to samadhi. So dhyan is not sitting and focusing at one point. Dhyan is pratyayikatanata dhyanam. This is the explanation. This is the definition in Yoga Sutra. Pratyayikatanata dhyanam. Pratyaya is some knowledge object. That is pratyaya. Whatever I am knowing at some point, so that is pratyaya. So pratyaya ekatanata. Ekatanata means like never breaking. That is taila dharavat. You see, if you are taking water in a glass, so water drops must be going here and there. But if you are putting oil in some glass, that will be in a one sequence, very straight. The drops will not go here and there. So dhyana is taila dharavat. Pratyaya ekatanata. When you have some object and you're continuously focused, not thinking of tea, newspaper, and doorbell, and my phone, mobile phone, not thinking of all these. Just having one thought, pratyaya ekatanata. For longer time, for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever it may be. But you have just one thought. Not any other thought for that period of time. That is called dhyana. So pratyahara is easier than dhyana, because in pratyahara what we do, we focus on all our senses, and we try to fix all our senses in Lord or on some object. So pratyahara is the practice and dhyana is the result of that. When pratyahara is when we are learning, and dhyana when we have learned that. Now I am performing dhyana. I am sitting in dhyana after the asana. So asana we should try to sit in asana, because asana is before dhyana. Without sitting as asana for 1 hour, I cannot sit in one asana. Then we cannot perform dhyana. For meditating, we should first practice sitting. So that is asana. So someone said art of living in Bhagavad-Gītā. So what is art of living? Art of living is art of living and art of loving. So in 3rd chapter, Karma Yoga, Lord told art of loving. We should love karma, Karma Yoga. Then in 4th, 5th chapter, he told art of living. We should leave karma. So that is art of living. We should know how to love everyone. We should know how to leave not everyone, But yes, not having that attachment with everyone. Otherwise, I may say that art of leaving. So everyone will leave everything and just sitting in and performing austerity. No, no, not like that. Not doing tapas. Whatever we are doing. Grahastha ashrama is called the Sarvashrestha, the best ashrama in all four. Because Grahastha is Sampanna. He is only feeding all the three ashramas, Brahmacharya ashrama, Savanaprastha ashrama, Sannyasa ashrama. All these three ashramas are from Grahastha ashrama. So Grahastha ashrama is best. But being in that Grahastha ashrama, not forgetting of or not forgetting everything, we should have focus on everything, performing our duties. What are our duties? We should feed everyone, we should think of everyone. So that is grahasthashram. So then that grahasthashram becomes best when we are performing our karmas. So in sixth chapter, ending two shlokas, Lord told Tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna, you should become a yogi Arjuna. Then in 47th verse, he told yogi now sarvesham, that if someone is worshipping, if some yogi is worshipping me with full faith, that person gets absorbed in me. So now Arjuna gets confused. Lord is looking at Arjuna. So now he gets that, okay, Arjuna wants to know more. He is a little bit confused. So let's start 7th chapter. Lord loves speaking, as I do. I'm sitting here speaking in front of you all. So Lord loves speaking. Let's start 7th chapter. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā अथ सप्तमोऽध्यायः. श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यासक्तमनाः पार्थ योगं युञ्जन्मदाश्रयः असंशयं समग्रं मां यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु. मयि आसक्तमनाः Partha. Partha, I told in last session, Lord always calls Arjuna as Partha when he has so much love for Arjuna. We have so many names for our child, but sometimes when we are feeling that more love, then we are calling him or her with a specific name. So Arjuna comes 7 times in Bhagavad Gita. So 7 times Lord Krishna has called Arjuna with so much love. Maya Saktamanaf Partha Yogam Yunjan Madashraya. Yogam Yunjan Madashraya. Mai, on me. Asaktamanaha. Asakta means completely attached. Asakta. See how Lord is using the emphasized word. Asakta. Dadhya bhava comes. We say dridhata. The feel will not come. Dadhyam feel comes. When we say madhurta, there is little feel, but madhuryam feel comes. So here, asakta. Mai asakta manaha, who had intent with mind, the fixed mind in Lord. Mai asakta manaha, completely attached to the Lord. Yogam Yunjan Madashaya. Yogam, the yoga. Yunjan, practicing. Yunjan means practicing. Mad Ashraya, who has taken refuge in me. Their end is me only. Antim Gatihi, that is me, who has taken refuge in me. Yogam Yunjan Madashraya. Asamshayam Samagram Mam. Asamshayam, with no doubt. There may be some doubt left. That's why in our Shastras there are 4 sadhanas called Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. So these are 3. And after Nididhyasana, that is Samadhi. So Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. In Shravana, the definition says we should study all the Vedantas, all the Vedas, all the Puranas, whatever, or we are studying Gita, so we should study Gita properly. With the Tatparya Drishti, what it wants to convey. So that is Shravanam. Shravanam is not listening. No, leave that meaning aside. We are talking about paribhashik shabda Shravana, which is being used in our shastras, in our scriptures. So Shravanam means studying of some shastra with the tatparya drishti. What the meaning this shastra is conveying to us. So that is Shravanam. Then Mananam. Mananam is the process when we are following these thoughts. I have studied Bhagavad Gita. Now, whatever Lord has told in all the 18 chapters, the concepts I will be fixing in my mind. But sometimes I will not be convinced with some thought, so I will be discussing with saints, I will be discussing with some scholars. So that is mananam. When with yukti, with some methods, with some logics, I am fixing all the thoughts in my mind. So with the yuktya, that word is important here in mananam, with some logics, I have all these concepts in front of me in my mind with logic. So that is mananam. Then nididhyasanam, when I have no doubt about the things because I have got the logic for every concept, every method. So I will be fixing that completely. Now I am no more discussing. Until I am discussing these thoughts, these topics, these concepts, then that is mananam. But after I am clear about everything, asamshayam, then I am fixing that in my mind. I have all the concepts ready. I am very much convinced with that. So that is nididhyasanam. Again and again and again, repetition of something. That is nididhyasanam. I don't have any doubt because doubt was uh, cleared in this stage of mananam. So shravanam, mananam, nididhyasanam. These three stages. That's why here when Lord is telling asamshayam samagram mam, so he is talking about when you have no doubt. Asamshayam samagram mam, completely knowing. Mam means Lord is referring to himself. So asamshayam samagram mam, you will know me completely. Yatha gyasyasi tachunu. By knowing what? You will know me completely. You now listen that from me. Shunu, listen. So maya saktamanaf partha, the Lord said that, O Arjuna, here how you shall without doubt know me fully with the mind intent on me, maya saktamanaf partha, practicing yoga, yogam yunjan madashraya, and taking refuge in me. You will know me completely. Now Lord is going to tell in next second verse how we can know Lord completely without any doubt. Let's see. We will also be knowing that. ज्ञानन्तेऽहं सविज्ञानं यदं वक्ष्याम्यशेषतः यज्ञात्वा नेह भूयोऽन्यज्ञातव्यमवशिष्यते ज्ञानं ते अहं सविज्ञानम् इदं वक्ष्यामि अशेषतः. Again he used superlative degree, asamshayam superlative degree, asheshatah superlative degree, because this adhyaya is very important. Jnana vijnana yoga. Jnana is knowledge, vijnana is the experience of that knowledge. So when Shivji was going to tell the Rama Katha to Parvati, he said, Uma kahun main anubhav apna, not just jnana, anubhav. He was talking about experience. So experience is important. So jnana is just knowledge, and vijnana is the once we have experienced that knowledge, then it becomes vijnana. So Lord is telling, jnanam te aham savijnanam. I will not tell you just the knowledge, how you should know me completely, but savijnanam, with the experience also. He will tell that with the vijnana, not just jnana, with the vijnana. Jnanam is indirect knowledge of shastras or any pratyaya, anything. That is jnana. And Savigyanam idam vakshyami means I will tell. Vakshyami aham, I will tell. Vakshyami means telling something. Asheshatah, completely. In full. Yat gyatva, by knowing which. Gyatva means knowing. Yat gyatva, by knowing which. Na iha bhuyaha anyat gyatavyam avashishyate, by knowing which there is nothing left, there will not be anything left for you to know. Means there is one Upanishadic story where Uddalaka and Shvetaketu. Uddalaka was the father and Shvetaketu was his son. So Shvetaketu never liked to study. He never wanted to study. But once his father called him, Upanishadic story I'm telling, I think it may be in Chandogya Upanishad. So Shvetaketu went to Uddalak and Uddalak said, there is no one in our kula. For so many generations, there is no one who have not studied, who is illiterate. And you will become first. So Shvetaketu thought, no one illiterate in my kula, in my generations, so many generations, and I will be the first one. So I should not do that. Now ego hurted. Ego hurt. So what he did? Okay, his father asked, you should not be kalank on that white paper, that black dot. You should not be that black dot. What you should do? You should go to Gurukula, complete 12 years of study. That was our Gurukula method. 12 after when the child is 5 or 6 years after Upanayanam, we send him for Gurukula. We send him to Gurukula for the studies, and 12 years is the time period of that study. All the Shastras, Veda, Vedanga, Darshana, all the Upanishads, Brahma Sutra, everything. In 12 years he will complete. So that was our earlier method. So his father asked, you should go to Gurukula. So after Upanayanam, that is also called Janev. So he sent him. After 12 years, Shvetaketu studied with full hard work, completed all these studies. But he had got that ego. Aham sarvashrestha. I am best. He had studied, he had done so much hard work, and he knows all the concepts. No, so it is very means obvious that he will be thinking that yes, I am best. He went back to home. Now, by seeing his attitude, his father thought, what has happened to him? He has studied, he got that he is in so much ego, attitude with his behavior. So he asked, Uddalaka asked Shvetaketu, have you studied by knowing which? Now say, I will say the Shruti. Yena shrutam shrutam bhavatyamatam matam avigyatam vigyatam syad. It means, by knowing which there will not be anything left for you to know, and by knowing which you will be knowing everything in this world. Yena ashrutam shrutam bhavati amatam matam bhavati avigyatam vigyatam syad. If you know that there is nothing left for you to know, if you know that there is nothing left for you to listen, nothing left means everything, by this ear, by the ears, by the eyes, by the nose, and everything, all the taste you have, all the things you have heard, means everything is accomplished now. So yena ashrutam shrutam bhavati amatam matam bhavati avigyatam vigyatam. Have you studied that? Uddalak wanted to break that ego. So he asked that question. Now Shvetaketu thought, I haven't studied anything like that, what you are asking, father. Now Uddalaka, hold it for some time. Now Shvetaketu, okay, father, you tell me, you teach me. My guru must have not studied like that, like you have studied. What he did, he blamed his teachers, but teachers were not like that, because he knew if he will not be able to answer, his father will send him off again. That's why I told my gurus must not have known about that. So you please tell me, Father. So there is a long story how he taught him. He did. You take just one glass of water. You just take one glass of water, some soil, and what you will do if you know this soil, Mritpindam, if you know that Mritpinda, that's a piece of soil, then you know all the utensils or anything made up of that soil. So that will become clear to you. He thought, okay, that is not clear to me. If you know that Paramatma Tattva, then you know all these things. So that was Paramatma Tattva. That was the answer. But Shwetaketu told, okay, I want to know more. So again, father asked, okay, you take just one glass of water. Shwetaketu asked, if the Paramatma is everywhere, then why can't we see him? Why he is not visible to us? Then what Uddalaka asked, okay, you just take one glass of water, then take a little salt and mix it. And after mixing, you just drink it. It is that the salt taste is there or not? Yes, it is tasting. So why you are not able to see that salt now? Because that is mixed in that water. Well, so Paramatma is everywhere. It tastes when you want to know him. Not you cannot just see him. You cannot see even this salt after mixed well in that water. How you can see that Paramatma? You don't have that visibility. He didn't understand. Then further and further, after 3-4 examples, he explained to Shwetaketu. So what was that? What I wanted to convey in second shloka when Lord is telling Asheshataha. Yaj gyatva na iha bhuyonyaj gyatvam gyatavyam avashishyate. The same thing Lord is talking here when he is telling after knowing which there will not be anything left. Everything will be known to you. So that jnanam savi, that knowledge with vijnana, he is going to tell in 7th chapter. Let's see what it is going to be. In third shloka, let's see. मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चिद्यतति सिद्धये यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः. One of the important shlokas, because this shloka is getting quoted by so many saints at many places. Manushyanam sahasreshu. Sahasra means the 1,000. Sahasreshu means thousands. So many thousands. So Manushyanam, among all human beings, we all are. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschadyatati siddhe. Manushyanam sahasra, among thousands, kaschid, someone. Yatati, who is already striving for that. Siddhe, this gets perfected, means they get to know. Among thousands, someone gets to know about this. And not any someone who is already striving. Thousands of people are striving to know that, and among those thousands of people, someone gets to know. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhe yatataamapi siddhanam. And in all the people who are striving already, yatatam, of the striving ones, api siddhanam, of the successful ones who have already got that, they got that perfection, siddhanam, kaschin mam vetti tattvataha. And after knowing that also, see, Shwetaketu had studied all the shastras perfectly. He was striving also. But after knowing that also, with the tattva drishti, he couldn't know the Lord. He couldn't know the Paramatman. He was striving. He already knew all the knowledge, but he couldn't know that Paramatman with the tattva drishti. That's what Lord is telling. Someone, the people who are striving, thousands of them. So someone gets to know about that knowledge, and after knowing that knowledge also, someone among those striving ones, someone gets to know me tattvataha, with the tattva drishti, knows me in essence, tattvataha. Tattvataha means knowing that, okay, that is Paramatman. I am also Jiva. I am also the part of that Paramatman. That Paramatman is pervaded everywhere in this world. Nothing works other than Paramatman. So Paramatman is only the power. So he is telling Tattvataha. Let's see the fourth shloka. In fourth shloka, Lord is telling, as he promised that I am going to tell you something, after knowing what you will not, there is nothing left for you to know. So in next verse, from the next verse, he is explaining that knowledge. Let's see what is that knowledge. And you see, our Shastra Paddhati is Adhyaropa Apavada. So what is Adhyaropa and Apavada? Adhyaropa is when we want to understand something. So first we have to see the objects, one and one and one. We should know all these objects. Then only we can say this is not the Paramatman, this is not the Paramatman, this is not the Paramatman. So what will happen when Lord is going to explain here? He will also be telling this Bhumi is myself, this Akash is me, this Vayu is me, and all this Panchatattva, Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara, everything is me. I am in all. Everything is in me. I am in all, but I am not in anyone. Because I am Avyakta. So first Adhyaropa. Everything is in me. Only. If here we don't use the word only, then what will happen? Okay, everything is in me. Lord told, now nothing is in me. So it must be somewhere else. It was in Lord. Now Lord is telling it is not in me. So it may be somewhere else. But when we say it is only in me and it is not in me, it means this cannot be anywhere else. That's why I'm telling you the Shastric method, because there is a long Shastrartha on this topic. Why we say that this Jagat is only in Brahman? Because we don't want to say that this Jagat stays somewhere else. It is only in Brahman. Then later we will say Apavada. Adhyaropa is in Brahman. This word is only in Brahman. This is Adhyaropa. Then later we say this word is not in Brahman, because that is avyakta, nirakara, there is no akara. So how can this word be in that Brahman? So this word is not in that Brahman. It means the word is nowhere. It is just like a dream. It is just mithya. Like sometimes we see the rope and we think that it is a snake. For some time, when I thought that this is a snake, I was very much afraid of that. But after some time, I get to know, no, my friend told, no, that is not a snake. Why you are getting afraid? Why you are getting scared? That is rope. So when she told me, then I got to know, okay, that is rope. That is not snake. So I'm no more scared with that. But yes, exactly, illusion. So for that period of time, what happens? I was thinking that was a snake. But you cannot say that there was no snake for me. I was afraid. There were the symptoms. I was afraid. I was getting the sweat. I was running here and there. So there were symptoms also. So that is not completely asat. Asat is which is never exist. Which never exist anytime, anywhere, in anywhere. Means anytime. It doesn't exist. Like Khapushpa. What is Khapushpa? A flower in the sky. Never exist. Even we are again and again we are comparing the lotus with Khapushpa. It is like a Gagana Aravinda. Aravinda means lotus. Gagana means the sky. It is like a sky lotus. Can we compare something with that? No. There is no Khapushpa. There is no Gagana Aravinda. That is Asat. Shashashringa. The Shringa of a rabbit. Does it exist? No. That is asat. But when I say I have seen the snake in that rope, so that exists. But for that period of time when I was scared. So that cannot be asat, but that cannot be sat. Because sat, which is now, which is always, and asat is which is never. So that was there, but now not here. So that is mithya. That is only the difference between Sat, Asat and Mithya. That snake was Mithya. And this word is also Mithya, illusion. this exists until I don't know the Paramatman. When I have realized that self, this word is not for me, I will see that this word is as mithya. This is not for me. So this becomes mithya once I know that Paramatman. But we don't know that when we are going to realize that self, when we are going to get that moksha, and when that is going to happen. That is certain we are going to get the moksha. But in which birth, we don't know. That is certain. We all are going to get the moksha. Ram Sudarji Maharaj said, but in which birth, we don't know. Let's see. From fourth shloka, Lord is upfolding the things. भूमिरापो नलो वायुः खं मनो बुद्धिरेव च अहङ्कारेति यं मे भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टधा भूमिः आपः bhumi is earth, apah means water. In everywhere in Shastra, jala is not in actually Vedantic Shastra, jala is not used so at so many places with the name of jala. It is used as apah. Okay, so Prithivya Tejo Vaivakash Kala Digatmanamsi. These are 7 padarthas in Nyaya Shastra. So Nyaya Shastra has a very beautiful grantha, that is Tarka Sangraha. If you get the time, you should read that. They have very specifically, they have separated everything. Navadravya, Sapta Padartha, 5 types of karma, 2 types of Gandha, Surabhi, Asurabhi. And means everything they have explained very nicely. I sometimes take some part of that Tarka Sangraha. And in this session also, I told you so many things about Tarka Sangraha. So that is very beautiful Grantha. Easy to understand, not if we are not going into deep. Otherwise, that is not Balanam Sukhabodhaya. In Mangalacharanam of Tarka Sangraha, it is said, Balanam Sukhabodhaya Kriyate Tarka Sangraha. When we were students in our masters and Shastri, what used to, we should laugh at that sentence. Why? Because that is so tough. When we are discussing long Shastra and they are telling Balanam Sukhabodhaya for the children, Sukhabodhaya for understanding easily that Kriyate that Tarka Sangraha is written. And that is so tough. That's why we used to laugh at that time. So, but Tark Sangraha, just direct meaning, not going deep into it, Tark Sangraha we should read. Yeah, see, let's see. Bhumihi, that earth, apaha, all these 5 tattvas, water, analaha, fire, vayuhu, air, kham, ether. Kham means, as I told, kha pushpa. So, kha is for akasha, always. Apaha is for jala, always. Anala is for Vayu always. Fire always. So kham, that is ether. Mano, manaha, mind. Buddhi, intellect. Ahankara, egoism. Itiyam me bhinna itiyam. This, all these 5 tattvas, 5 elements. Then mana, buddhi, ahankara. Itiyam me bhinna prakriti ashtadha. So Lord told this is 8 types of Prakriti. Let's see the next verse. Apareyamitastvanyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedan dharyate jagat. Now Lord is going to tell 2 types of Prakriti. Para Prakriti and Apara Prakriti. If you will sit among the scholars, sometimes there may be discussion now about para and apara prakriti, and it is very means many times these 2 words are used. So you should know what is para and what is apara prakriti. So para prakriti is yes, let's see. Para and apareyamitastvanyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabhavi yedan dharete jagat. This is apara. This is my lower prakriti. All these 8 tattvas, which we already seen, 5 elements, and then mana buddhi ahankara. This is apara prakriti. Means this complete body made up of 5 tattvas and mana buddhi ahankara. Then Prakritim vidhi me param, jiva bhutam. And what is vidhi Vidhi means knowing, and Prakritim Vidhi me Param. Para Prakriti means, Para means always higher, and Apara means always lower. So that was my Ashtadha Prakriti, was my lower Prakriti, Apara Prakriti, and my higher Prakriti is Prakritim Vidhi Jiva Bhutam Mahabahu Yayedam Yaye Yaya Idam Dharyate Jagat. My para nature is, my para Prakriti is by which this universe is sustained. Jiva Bhutam, this individual souls. This is Paraprakriti. Aparaprakriti is this Sharira, and then Paraprakriti is that Chaitanya Tattva. That is Paraprakriti. And universe is created, this is made up of Para and Aparaprakriti. Aparaprakriti cannot just create this word. These 5 elements, Manabuddhi, Chitta, Hankara is there, and this word is created. No. After death, what happens is Aparaprakriti is there, but Paraprakriti is not there. The Chaitanya Tattva has gone. Why we are crying? We are crying for that Chaitanya Tattva. That time we have all the knowledge of all these things, that this body is not mine. What was mine? That Chaitanya Tattva. Now Chaitanya Tattva has gone. I am crying. Are we crying for that body? Body is in front of us. Body is with us all the time. But we are crying, Chaitanya Tattva is not there. That was mine. And that Chaitanya Tattva was in that body, that was mine. But now it is not. Kshiti Jalapavaka Gagana Samira Pancharachita Ati Adhama Sharira. So that Adhama Sharira is only Sharira, Paraprakriti. Paraprakriti is not there. Is creature. Just see, from the Asat, Asat cannot create Sat. Sat cannot create another Sat, because Sat is only one. And Sat cannot create Asat also, because it is Sat. How it will create Asat? Asat cannot create Sat because it is Jal. So Asat cannot create both, and Sat cannot create Asat and Sat anything, because Sat is one. If another Sat comes, then it will become 2. But Sat is not 2. Sat is only 1. So Paraprakriti. Let's see. So Lord is telling Aparaprakriti was these 8 elements, and Paraprakriti is Jiva Bhutam. This individual souls are Paraprakriti Yaya Idam Dharyate Jagat, by which this universe is sustained. That is Paraprakriti. In 6th verse, Lord is telling, let's see, about the higher nature, how it sustains the word. He clarifies here. Etadhyonini bhutani sarvani tyupadharaya aham kritsnasya jagatah prabhavah pralayastatha. Etadyonini bhutani paraman sarvani tyupadharaya. Those of which these 2 prakritis are, Prakriti is the womb. Bhutani, beings, sarvani, upadharaya, aham kritsnasya jagataha. This word is created of that Prakriti. Know that all beings have these 2 for the source of their birth. Etadyonini sarvani iti upadharaya. You should know that all the beings, not just human being, all the beings have these 2, Para and Apara. Because Apara is only not there. We always know. Only Para is not there. There is Sharira. Everyone has Sharira. Every being has Sharira. So know that all beings have these 2 for the source of their birth. Therefore, I am the origin and I am the dissolution of the whole universe. The Lord is telling, ultimately, I am the reason, I am the originator, I am the creator of everything. I thought to take 15 shlokas today, but I think we need to stop here. But yeah, let's see one more shloka, then we will stop and we will see the other shlokas in next session. Because we have only 2 sessions. Yeah, 7th shloka. Mattah paratarannanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam sutre maniganaiva. Lord is telling, Mattaha parataram na anyat kinchidasti. He is telling, he's not praising himself at all. He tries to tell us, because he told he will tell us incomplete. Asheshataha. So he is telling us Asheshataha, everything about him. So he is telling, Na anyat kinchid asti mattaha parataram. Higher than me, there is nothing in this world. Mai sarvamidam protam sutre maniganaiva. All this is strung on me. Sutre maniganaiva. This is also used at many places as sukti, as one sentence. So this is strung on me as rows of gems. In one string, this is strung on me like gems, like money. Manigadaiva. In one thread, it is strung in that string like gems, like the manis. Manigada. So just imagine this word. There is a thread. Everywhere that is a thread only. And that thread is Paramatma. And we all are the gems of that, we can say, the necklace. We all are the gems of that necklace, and the sutra is Paramatma. Let's we will see from the eighth shloka. We'll see the next. We'll see in the next session. So Amatsu Kaunte Prabhash Shashi Surya. Now again, as in 15th chapter, Lord started from the sun, then the moon, then the fire, and everywhere he told. He even entered in our body and he told Jataragni. Aham Pachami Bhojanam. So everywhere he told that everywhere I am only there. So in upcoming verses also, Lord will be telling how he is everywhere. He's upholding the chapters, upholding the papers. So he is going to tell from the 8th shloka how he is pervaded in all the things. Let's do 2 minutes Sankirtana. Remember the Lord as he is sitting in front of us. Remember that Sarupa. Hari Sharanam, 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 Hari Sharanam. गोपाल कृष्ण भगवान की जय. Malaji?
Yeah. Yeah, Didi. I'm just coming. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was an enlightening session, and we are grateful to you, Didi, for that wonderful session. We will be seeing more of this in coming session. Now it's time for question and answers. I request those who want to ask questions to raise their hands and switch on their cameras and wait for their turn. Yeah. So, yeah. Any hand raises are
Shubha
there?
is joining us within 2 minutes. So if anyone is having any question for him, you can ask him directly.
Please raise your hands if you have any questions.
Iti, I'm Kailas talking. Take.
ठीक है लक्ष्मी.
हाँ अभी एक है शंभू रतन त्रिवेदी. Please start your video.
जी शंभू जी से.
जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी.
जी, जय श्री कृष्ण शंभुरतन जी, प्लीज आस्क।
I am very pleased to listen your all these explanations. It's very nice, really. Didi,
you.
one question is there that actually you told this para and apara.
Yes.
So a little bit explanation regarding this para and apara. I want to know actually. I am not clear about that.
Prakriti is the nature, and Lord is telling there are two types of natures of that Paramatman. One is para, and one is apara. Para,
Yeah.
these two words itself means, after listening, we can guess. Apara means lower, para means higher. What is higher? We all know the Chaitanya is only the higher Prakriti. It can only the higher nature of that Lord. And apara, Lord is not telling you are something separated from me. You are also my nature only with that apara Prakriti. Because apara Prakriti is ashtadha. Para Prakriti is only one. And apara Prakriti is ashtadha, 8 types. So what 8 types? 5 elements. Then one is mana, another is buddhi, and then is ahankara.
Ahankara. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Didi.
Ashubhya is with us. Yeah,
Thank you.
Ashubhya is with us. We are
Yeah.
fortunate
Okay.
to join our session from his busy schedule. He is my mentor also and the program director of Learn Gita, International Working President of Gita Parivar. Yeah, we welcome you, Ashubhya. If anyone is having any question, you can directly ask him.
Yeah.
Yes, ji?
Ashubhe.
Yeah. Shambhuji, do you want more explanation about that?
जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी। जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी।
जी, जय श्री कृष्ण यश जी।
जय श्री कृष्ण भैया, आशु भैया, जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय श्री कृष्ण, बोलिए।
दीदी, पहले तो मैं आपको बहुत तहे दिल से थैंक्स करना चाहता हूँ फॉर द वेरी नाइस एक्सप्लेनेशन, बहुत अच्छा लगा। और मेरे मन में 2 शंकाएं हैं, 2 प्रश्न हैं। आशु भैया भी मौजूद हैं सौभाग्य से, हमारे पिछले सैटरडे को भी आप दोनों लोग थे। मेरा प्रश्न ये है कि जैसे मैं सवेरे 4 बजे उठ गया और इतनी सर्दी में सवेरे सवेरे नहाना तो आसान नहीं है, तो क्या मैं लेटे लेटे हनुमान चालीसा का पाठ करता हूँ कंबल में? एक तो प्रश्न ये है।
एकदम कर सकते हैं।
अच्छा, दूसरा प्रश्न ये है कि काफी समय से ये गीता पारायण शुरू हुआ है। वीकडेज में 1 अध्याय होता है और संडे को पूरे 18 अध्याय होते हैं। तो मेरी कोशिश ये रहती है कि मैं इसको भी ज्वाइन करता हूँ। और अभी मैं L3 में हूँ, मेरे 8-9 चैप्टर हुए हैं, अध्याय हुए हैं, तो मेरा उन चैप्टर्स का रिवीजन हो जाता है। एक साधक ने मुझे बताया कि अगर आप इस तरीके से करेंगे तो आपका प्रोनाउंसिएशन गड़बड़ा जाएगा।
नहीं, कोई गड़बड़ाएगा नहीं।
अच्छा,
एकदम गड़बड़ाएगा नहीं, आप कर सकते हैं, कोई आपत्ति नहीं।
हाँ, क्योंकि गीता पारायण में जो है वो 18 अध्याय का एक तरीके से पाठ भी हो जाता है, हालांकि मैं नहाया नहीं
एकदम समझ गया, वो अच्छा है, उसमें नुकसान कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता। एकदम आप निश्चिंत होके करिए।
अच्छा, ठीक है, थैंक यू। बस यही प्रश्न।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
डोलामणि भैया अपना वीडियो चालू करें प्लीज।
Dolamani ji, you can unmute yourself. We have sent you request. Yeah, please unmute.
जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी।
जी।
मेरा प्रश्न था, जो 3 नंबर जो श्लोक है उसमें कहा गया है कि सहस्रे में कोई एक होता है जो यथार्थ जान सकता है। तो आज की तो अभी जो भी हैं उनमें से कोई एक 2 एग्जाम्पल है क्या जो पूरा भगवान को जान गए हैं? हम एग्जाम्पल जानना चाहते हैं।
ऐसा है कि जानने की भी स्तर अलग अलग है। भगवान ने कहा मनुष्याणाम सहस्रेषु कश्चिदपि सिद्धये, तो वो तो ऐसी बात है कि हम लोग जिसको जानना समझते हैं कि हम कुछ पढ़कर जान लेंगे या सुनकर जान लेंगे, ये जानना नहीं है, ये तो खाली इंफॉर्मेशन है। इंफॉर्मेशन से वो बात व्यवहार में नहीं उतरती। जानना वो है जो बात व्यवहार में घट जाए, और व्यवहार में जब बात घटती है तो उस व्यक्ति को हम संत कहने लगते हैं, उस व्यक्ति को हम साधु कहने लगते हैं, महाराज कहने लगते हैं। खाली वेश की बात नहीं है वो, कोई वेश में भगवा पहनकर भी साधु हो सकता है, और कोई बिना भगवा के भी साधु हो सकता है, और कोई साधु वेश पहनकर भी वो उसकी वृत्ति अभी भी वैसी संसार में रमण करने वाली हो सकती है। तो इसका वेश का ज्यादा तात्पर्य नहीं है, वृत्ति से तात्पर्य है। इसीलिए भगवान ने चौथे अध्याय में कहा कि ना तो अग्नि ना निरग्नि ना चाक्रिया, कोई क्रिया का त्याग करेगा, कोई अग्नि का त्याग करेगा, उससे खाली सन्यासी नहीं हो जाएगा। सन्यासी तो मन की वृत्ति से होता है। तो जिसको ये ज्ञान उतर गया, कितने आप कल्पना ही करिए कि लाखों लोग, करोड़ों लोगों को आप बतलाएंगे गीता सीखो, तो कितनों के मन में आएगा मैं गीता सीखूं? पहले तो उसमें से वो एक छोटा पार्ट आएगा, फिर मन में तो आ रही गीता सीखे, लेकिन फिर समय नहीं निकाल पाते, मैनेजमेंट नहीं कर पाते, फिर उसका एक पार्ट छोटा हो गया, बहुत थोड़े लोग रह गए। फिर वो आ भी रहे क्लास में, सीख भी रहे गीता, लेकिन विवेचन सुनने नहीं आ पाते। ठीक है, करेंगे, होगा, करेंगे, फिर वो चलता है। फिर लाइव नहीं सुनते, बाद में सुन लेते, वो चलता है। फिर लाइव सुन लेते, एक और पार्ट ही घटता जा रहा है, छोटा होता जा रहा है, मतलब इतने बड़े से वो उतना होता जा रहा है। फिर लाइव सुन भी लिया तो जीवन में उतारने की बात ये कितनी आई? हमने सुन लिया और आगे दूसरों को बतलाने लग गए, ऐसा भी बहुत जल्दी घट जाता है। हाँ, मैंने सुन लिया, पर उपदेश कुशल बहु तेरे, तो दूसरे को तुरंत सुनाने में लग गए। लेकिन मैंने जो सुना उन सूत्रों को जीवन में घटाने लग गया, और उन सूत्रों को जीवन में लाने लग गया। इसके लिए भगवान कहते कश्चिन, ये जो है ये बहुत थोड़े हैं, मनुष्याणाम सहस्रेषु कश्चिदपि सिद्धे। तो अब ये पूज्य स्वामी जी ऐसे जो महापुरुष महात्मा होते हैं, जिनके जीवन में गीता दिखती है, हर कर्म में, हर एक्शन में, हर रिएक्शन में उनके गीता घटती हुई दिखती है, तो उनको ही हम संत महापुरुष कहते हैं। उनको ही हम कहते हैं भाई सिद्ध पुरुष हो गए, तो त्यागी महात्मा हो गए, इनको संसार में कोई वैरागी महात्मा हो गए। तो ये ऐसे जो महापुरुष होते, उनके जीवन में ही वो उतरी गीता, ऐसा मानना।
तो यानी कि सही मायने में पहचानना भी मुश्किल है, अपना भी उतना ज्ञान होना चाहिए।
केवल अपने को पहचान सकते, दूसरे को तो हम कभी पहचान ही नहीं सकते।
अच्छा,
हाँ,
थैंक यू भैया।
दूसरे के बारे में तो आप क्या अनुमान लगाएंगे? किसी के मन के अंदर की क्या वृत्ति है? मैं यहाँ पर बैठकर बोलता हूं तो आप मेरी वाणी से सुनकर जो ध्यान में आएगा भी तो लेकिन मेरे मन में क्या भावनाएं हैं, इसका पता आपको कैसे लग सकता है? किसी को नहीं लग सकता। इसलिए वाणी से कोई कितना बढ़िया भी बोलता होगा, लेकिन मन की वृत्ति कैसी है ये उसके अलावा कोई नहीं जानता। तो इसलिए अपने मन की बात तो अपना ही जानता है। दूसरे के विश्लेषण में ज्यादा समय लगाने की बजाय अपना ही विश्लेषण करें। हमारे परमात्मा ही हमको देखते हैं और मैं ही उनसे मिलना है, बाकी किसी से क्या लेना।
जी भैया, थैंक यू भैया। मेरा एक और सवाल था, सवाल नहीं है, बस खाली जानना था दीदी से। दीदी बहुत अच्छी तरह समझा रही थी कि एक चैप्टर से दूसरे चैप्टर कैसे सीक्वेंस में बता रही थी। वो 18 तक तो बता नहीं पाई दीदी, उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन कहाँ मिलेगा? आप जो पहले विषाद बोले, फिर ज्ञान बोले, फिर कर्म ज्ञान, फिर कर्म को त्याग।
मैंने आशु भी ऐसे सुना है, आशु भी आपको बता सकते हैं 18 चैप्टर।
क्या मैं समझा नहीं?
ऐसे बता रही थी, पहला चैप्टर किस विषय में, फिर दूसरे विषय चैप्टर का क्या जिस्ट है, फिर तीसरे में क्या बताया भगवान ने, फिर चौथे में, फिर पांचवें में, छठे में, फिर सातवां।
एक चैप्टर के बाद दूसरा चैप्टर सीक्वेंस में कैसे आ गया वो दीदी बहुत अच्छी तरह बता रही थी, लेकिन 7 तक बताई खाली।
अब ठीक है, सुनते रहिए, कभी कभी आगे होगा। ये सब बातें तो देखो बुद्धि विलास की है, मौज की है, जैसी भावनाएं से उसको देखना चाहते हैं वैसे वैसे कुछ बातें बैठा ली जाती है।
मैं याद रखने की कोशिश किया भैया, लेकिन वो याद तो रहेगा नहीं इतना आसानी से। मैं सोचा कहीं पढ़ लूं यदि है तो।
नहीं,
ठीक है
वो
फिर।
ऐसा कहीं लिखा हुआ नहीं मिलेगा, ये सब तो अपने ही मन के होते हैं। ये
अच्छा
कहीं
अच्छा,
उपलब्ध पड़ा, कहीं छपा हुआ है ऐसा नहीं है।
थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू भैया। जय जय श्री कृष्ण भैया।
Jai Shri Krishna.
जैसे
जी, जय श्री कृष्ण।
I just wanted to know why are we learning 12th sloga chapter first and not from the first?
12th chapter is the smallest one, and because it is the easiest and the smallest, Bhagavad Gita is always from the ages. It is the tradition to start from the 12th chapter because it is the smallest one, easiest one, and most important, it is Bhakti Yoga. So, if someone is only coming for a few days and he is just getting the glance, why we should not get in Bhakti Yoga? At least he will get the bhakti in the least of his time. So Bhakti Yoga is a starting. It is not from now. It is not the Gita Parivar tradition. It is since ages, from thousands of years. All the acharyas used to teach 12th chapter first. So the smallest one, the easiest one, and the Bhakti Yoga. That is the reason.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know that. I just wanted. Thank you.
Yes, Paneerji. Salam.
Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Jai Shri Krishna. I'm not fluent in Hindi, so
No issues. I am also not.
We are learning very well with your learning Gita and the explanation from Didi as well as your expertise on this. Today there was one discussion Didi was telling about Shravan. Out of now Bhakti ways, she was telling about Shravanam. So far my understanding was just to listen from like elders or pandits or
Yes.
the knowledgeable person. But she also mentioned that understand. I'm not clear that is it possible to explain?
Sorry.
Shravanam means my understanding was
Yeah,
just
your
to
understanding is correct. Shravana means to listen.
listen. Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
So listening the tales of Lord Leelas, the act done by in different roles of lords in different avatars. So those it is Shravanam. I am listening Bhagavad Katha. I am listening Ram Katha. I am listening Bhagavad Gita. I am listening Upanishad. It is Shravanam. Shravanam,
Thank you, Deepa.
Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam. This is
Yes.
Navadha Bhakti.
Yeah. Now Bhakti.
So Shravan is the first.
Yes.
It is the beginning. And it is the easiest because our this manana, this always get inculcated in the stories. From the childhood to the later age. We always love listen to stories. So it is the easiest way to attain the bhakti to the Shravan, to the listening.
Yes, sir. Like me, beginners, Shravanam is the most easiest way to learn.
Yeah,
Also.
true. Even when you are a beginner or not doesn't matter. If you are on an advanced level, then also you love to listen. Shivji go to Agastya Muni, then please tell me the Ram Katha.
Right.
Shivji is not the beginner one now, but he loves to listen Ram Katha. So it is
very great to interact with you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Vaishali ji.
जय श्री कृष्णा।
जय श्री कृष्णा बेटा बोलो।
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है कि कभी कभार जैसे कि स्कूल में कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई या फिर कोई लड़ाई हुई तो टेंशन की वजह से फिर नींद नहीं आती।
अरे बाप रे इतनी छोटी उम्र में टेंशन इतना क्या टेंशन लेना। जो स्कूल की लड़ाइयाँ है ना उनको तो वहीं पर खत्म कर देना चाहिए। उसके आगे की उसकी बात क्यों सोचना। देखो हमारे मित्रों के बीच में कोई भी जो गड़बड़ होती है वो उस बात के लिए होती है, वो एक दूसरे के लिए नहीं होती। हम झगड़ते भी हैं तो एक वस्तु के लिए, एक बात के लिए, एक किसी बात के लिए। हम एक दूसरे के लिए नहीं झगड़ते। बड़ों में गड़बड़ होती है, बच्चों की आसानी ये होती है वो एक टॉफी के लिए झगड़ा करते हैं, एक चॉकलेट के लिए झगड़ा करते हैं, एक पेंसिल के लिए झगड़ा करते हैं। वो उस वस्तु के लिए होती है तो झगड़ा उठते पे रहता है, वो बात वही खत्म तो झगड़ा खत्म। तो उसको कैरी मत करना। ये टेंशन वेंशन जैसे भारी शब्द तुमको अपने दिमाग में भी लाने की जरूरत नहीं बेटा। एकदम भगवान को देखो, भगवान को एकदम प्रसन्न बच्चे अच्छे लगते हैं जो हमेशा खुश रहे। तो मैं कितना खुश रहता हूँ उतना भगवान का फेवरेट होता जाता हूँ। तो मुझे अगर भगवान का फेवरेट बनना है तो कभी दुखी नहीं, कभी टेंशन में नहीं। अच्छा
पर अभी जैसे कि डॉक्टर को दिखाया था तो उन्होंने कहा था कि बहुत मतलब हमारा सिर दर्द होता है, तो उसके लिए हम क्या करें समझ नहीं आता।
सिर दर्द क्यों होता है? आपकी नींद पूरी नहीं होती?
माइग्रेन के लक्षण और डॉक्टर ने माइग्रेन के लक्षण के भी कहा।
माइग्रेन का लक्षण है ना तो अपना थोड़ा खाना पीना ठीक करना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा प्राणायाम करना पड़ेगा। भ्रामरी प्राणायाम बड़ा काम करेगा आपको। भ्रामरी प्राणायाम अपने पे सर्च कर लेना, रामदेव जी महाराज का भी कोई वीडियो मिल जाएगा, तो भ्रामरी प्राणायाम करना, तो उसका थोड़ा सा भी अच्छा प्राकृतिक, दवाइयों से माइग्रेन कभी ठीक नहीं होगा, ध्यान रखना। तो आप डॉक्टर के पास ज्यादा जाओ या ना जाओ, उसका उपयोग नहीं है। आप योग से और प्राणायाम से और ठीक ठाक नींद से, सही समय पे भोजन करना, सही समय पे फ्रेश होना, सही समय पर। अब कई बार क्या होता है, बच्चों की आदत गड़बड़ होती है, कभी तो सुबह उठते ही फ्रेश होने जाते हैं, कभी बिना फ्रेश हुए स्कूल चले गए, अब शाम में लौट के जाएंगे या रात में जाएंगे, ऐसा असमय फ्रेश होने की आदत होती है, इसके कारण माइग्रेन डेवलप होता है। तो आप समय पर फ्रेश हो, समय पर भोजन करो, समय पर सो, और ठीक से थोड़ा योगा प्राणायाम करो। भ्रामरी प्राणायाम से आपका जो माइग्रेन जैसा इश्यू अगर स्टार्ट भी, अभी आपको माइग्रेन नहीं होगा, स्टार्टअप भी होगा, तो महीने 2 महीने में ठीक हो जाएगा, आप चिंता मत करो।
जी।
ठीक है ना, अच्छी बात है। जय श्री कृष्ण। श्यामलाल जी बोलिए। श्यामलाल जी, आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा।
मुझे म्यूट किया।
श्यामलाल जी, आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा, मैं एक बार आपको वेटिंग रूम में डालता हूँ, दोबारा ज्वाइन होने से शायद आएगा। बीना जी, आप बोलिए तब तक।
जय श्री कृष्ण आसु भैया जी।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
धन्यवाद। मेरा प्रश्न ये है कि मेरा बेटा सभी इंद्रियों का बहुत बाह्य उपयोग दुरुपयोग करके बहुत दुखी होता है, तो इसके लिए मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ?
कितना बड़ा है
वो है 27 वर्ष का।
अब आपके हाथ में करने के लिए कुछ ज्यादा रहा नहीं, आप बस प्रार्थना कर सकते हैं।
नौकरी छोड़कर आ जाता है और उसका मन भटक जाता है सभी जगह में।
ऐसा है कि कुछ बातों को अब उसका कर्म और उसका प्रारब्ध मान के छोड़ना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि जो 14 वर्ष से कम का बालक है उसके ऊपर तो माता पिता का नियंत्रण होता है। ये 14 के बाद वालों पर फिर नियंत्रण कम होना शुरू हो जाता है, और ये 25 के बाद तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं रहता है। इसलिए आप उसको थोड़ा डांटना, डपटना, नाराज होना, वो सब जो ड्रामा करना है वो करना चाहिए, वो ड्रामा ही करना, मन से मत करना, ऊपर से ड्रामा करना। लेकिन बाकी उसके लिए प्रार्थना करो, और बाकी भगवान जैसा करेंगे, ठीक।
और प्रार्थना में कौन सी प्रार्थना करना चाहिए? तो सूर्य नारायण की
गीता के एक
प्रार्थना
अध्याय
करना
का,
चाहिए।
गीता के एक अध्याय का पाठ रोज करिए उसके निमित्त, बस।
ठीक है,
ठीक है।
मैं बहुत उसके प्रति लगाव
अभी
है, और
ये ज्यादा
मैं
ज्यादा
ऐसा
लगाव ही तो गड़बड़ करता है। आज मैं 14, अभी 7 बजे से मेरा विवेचन है ना, उसमें आज लोभ और मोह पर ही बोलने वाला हूँ, अब आ जाओ वहां पर।
हाँ, पति पत्नी हम दोनों से अलग ही प्रकृति है उसकी,
कोई
और
बात
बहुत
नहीं,
भारी कर्म लेकर आया है।
आप ज्यादा चिंता मत करो, प्रार्थना करो, सहज रहो, अपने आप भगवान सबको रास्ता दिखा देते। ठीक है ना। कई बार क्या है, कुछ लोग ठोकर खा के ही सीखते हैं, समझाने से मानते नहीं है, तो अपने आप कुछ कुछ ठोकर खा के अकल आएगी। श्यामलाल जी बोलिए।
डॉक्टर साहब, मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहता हूं कि जो हमारी मजहबी किताबें हैं ये संस्कृत में हैं, तो बहुत मजा भी आता है श्लोक पढ़ने से। जब मैं महीना पार पढ़ता हूँ बड़ा मजा आता है, लेकिन मैंने तो उसका अर्थ पता नहीं है, तो मेरे
इसी
बोलने का मतलब यह है
इसीलिए
कि
तो आपको सिखा रहे हैं।
अजी,
इसीलिए तो संस्कृत में सिखा रहे हैं आपको।
बात सही है सर, लेकिन मैं जो हम ये जो प्रार्थना करते हैं, जो भगवत गीता पढ़ते हैं पहले से, तो इसका कुछ फायदा मिलेगा कि नहीं?
एकदम मिलेगा। देखो, ये सारे श्लोक मंत्रात्मक हैं, और इसका जैसा भी पाठ करेंगे, इसके मंत्रों के एकदम लाभ मिलेगा। आप उसका अर्थ समझो या ना समझो, मंत्र के उच्चारण का लाभ मिलेगा।
बस परमात्मा सुखी रखे, बस इतना। मुझे संशय बहुत ज्यादा था, क्योंकि आप हर एक जवाब का एकदम से पता नहीं, इतनी इंफॉर्मेशन है आपके पास कि आप फटोफट सेटिस्फाई करते हो। इवन माइग्रेन, अभी ये बच्ची माइग्रेन के बारे में कह रही थी, उसका भी आपने सॉल्यूशन उसको दिया जाके कैसे ठीक हो जाए।
गुरु कृपा से, गुरु
वेरी
कृपा
वेरी नमस्कार।
एकदम पाठ करिए, भगवान एकदम पाठ का फल पक्का मिलता है। संजय जी बोलिए।
Jai Shri Krishna Bhaiya.
जय श्री कृष्ण।
Didi just now explained, gave an example of salt and water. When the salt gets dissolved water, salt is not seen. So that means God cannot be seen, it can be felt. So that is what in our lifetime.
Actually, God is not any different entity. It is just said to understand the things. It is not any different entity. There is nothing beyond God. There is nothing, any second particle or there is any properties, anything, nothing. It doesn't exist. There is only one element, and that is God. Everything is made of that only. So how a clay made out of, suppose a kid made an elephant from a clay, and there is another clay. This is a part of the same clay. This elephant can feel the clay different. It is the same. How it can feel different? The same. So that is happens. So all the explanations we listen to just to understand by this mind to go ahead. But in reality, there is nothing to experience. There is nothing to attain. Bhagavad Prapti, nothing to attain. It is not the real word. Paramshadya Swami Namsdaji used to say, we cannot attain God because it is already attained. How can you attain the attained one?
Right.
You just need to experience it. Why we are not experiencing it? Because when we go to the mirror and if there is a lot of dust, we cannot see our reflection.
Yes.
The main reflection is not there. Reflection is there, but we cannot see that because of the dust. As soon we remove the dust, reflection is there. Similarly, experiencing the God is not the difficult thing or some going to the different world, something like that. It is just we have to remove the impurity inside our heart. As soon we remove the impurity, we can experience them.
Right. But yeah, you are helping us to remove the dust. Thank you very much.
Yes. Malaji, you are muted.
So beautiful question, beautiful answers by Rupal Didi and Ashu Bhaiya. Very nice practical solutions, you know.
Kailash, she wants to ask something. Kailash Boravati ji.
जय श्री कृष्ण भैया, मैं टेक भी हूँ आज का
जी।
पूछना चाहता था कि whether टेक कैन आस्क द क्वेश्चंस और नॉट.
Yes, of course, you can.
तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये आपने एक पिछले विवेचन में बताया था, कर्म क्या होता है, मतलब कर्म की क्रिया क्या होती है. जैसे हमारे मन में आता है, उसके बाद वो हम करते हैं, वो थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन कीजिए. मैं थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन में था. जैसे कहते हैं ना पहले की संत कहते हैं कि एक पाथरी के पास एक संत थे केशव महाराज. उन्होंने केवल एक किसी स्त्री का कुछ पार्ट देख लिया, इसलिए उन्होंने उनकी आंख निकाली, क्योंकि उन्होंने ये सोचा कि मेरे मन में ऐसी बुरी भावना आई, यही अच्छा नहीं है. तो क्या वो कर्म है क्या, मतलब ऐसा मैं कंफ्यूजन है पहले से.
वहां पर वो कर्म हुआ नहीं, लेकिन मेरा भाव घट गया तो इसलिए कर्म हो तो सकता था. इसलिए वो भाव के स्तर पर ही उसको सप्रेस करना चाहते थे. सबसे पहले होता है स्फुरना. मेरे में कोई एक पहली बात घटी, स्फुरना. अभी तक वो स्फुरना है, इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं है. स्फुरना के बाद होती है स्पृहा. अब मैं कुछ चाहिए. स्पृहा के बाद आता है विचार, और विचार के बाद होता है कर्म. कर्म के बाद होती है तृष्णा.
कर्म
के बाद वासना, वासना के बाद तृष्णा. ये उसका कर्म है. तो स्फुरना, स्फुरना के बाद स्पृहा, स्पृहा के बाद विचार, विचार के बाद कर्म, कर्म के बाद वासना, और वासना के बाद तृष्णा.
स्फुरना, स्पृहा, उसके बाद क्या बताया आपने?
विचार,
विचार, उसके
बाद कर्म,
कर्म,
फिर वासना, फिर तृष्णा.
वासना और तृष्णा. मैं आपको बहुत दिनों से पूछना चाहता था, लेकिन क्या हो गया, आज ये फॉर्चुनेटली हंड्रेड कम थे, मैंने सोचा मैं भी चांस ले लूं.
अच्छी बात.
धन्यवाद भैया. जय श्री कृष्ण.
Now we can sum up.
Yeah. So beautiful answers. So I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Ashu Bhaiya and Rupal Didi for clearing the doubts of our sadhaks. On behalf of Geeta Parivar and myself, I extend sincere thanks to the technical team consisting of Kailash ji and all those who have been at the backstage for their relentless and efficient efforts in making the session a great success. May I take this opportunity to thank all those who attended this session. Please do continue your Gita sadhana and attend these sessions to enrich your spiritual knowledge. I request Bhavna Antarkarji from Pune to recite Prarthana before the end of the session. Didi is a fashion designer with a postgraduate degree and loves to sing and paint. Didi joined Gita Parivar in 2020 and is a co-trainer. May we all thank Bhagavan Krishna and Gita Parivar for giving us this opportunity. Let's invoke the blessings of Bhagavan Krishna. Didi, please.
योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। जय श्री कृष्ण।
Thank you, Didi, for the sweet rendition. Before we call it a day, let's all recite Hanuman Chalisa. I request you all to be present for the recital. Bhaiya, please.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसतिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय।
Thank you all for remaining for the Hanuman Chalisa recital. May the knowledge gained today make our week ahead brighter and more beautiful. We shall see you back on another enlightening